Chuan. On and on. Okay.
I'm leaving it in. Hey guys.
I'm Valerie.
And I'm Efrain.
And this is Uncovering the Truth, episode 2.
So, for today's podcast, we have some special guests.
Some very special guests.
That's why there are 2 chairs behind us. So, you guys may know who these people are, and if you don't, because you don't know who we are, we like to call this group
The Fab Four.
Thank you, Esther. So, introducing Francis.
Hey. And Jimmy.
Ear.
I hate that.
Hey guys.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Oh, this is weird. All right. So
We're going to start off with a new segment called Green Flag and Red Flag. So we're going to talk about a green flag, something good that has happened to us this week, and a red flag, something that we didn't really like or we would have expected it to go better throughout this week. So, Efrain, you can start.
Oh, snap. Okay. So I guess I'll start with the green flag. A green flag is I finally got the news that in my job, we're finally getting our company vehicles for our position. So I no longer have to use my personal car for what I do.
Your red flag?
Let's do our green flags first, because I haven't thought of a red flag yet.
Okay, so my green flag is that I have been in school for almost a month and like 2 weeks already. And so far it's been so good. It's a completely different environment than what I was used to. But I'm really enjoying my job. Definitely has been a 180 shift that I've seen in me personally, and I really enjoy that, because where I used to be at, it became very frustrating and tiring and draining, and it's been really good lately. And then because I have a red flag, I'll just say it.
Oh, okay.
Hey. My red flag is that I have been realizing that I probably have a like scalp condition, I guess you could say. And it's been really annoying because being that I have to be professional and stuff, it's not really great to have flakes on your clothes. So that's kind of has been annoying.
The forbidden Parmesan cheese.
The forbidden Parmesan cheese. It's crazy. So yeah, that's my red flag, and I most likely will have to end up going to the doctor.
All right, so Francis, do you have a green flag and red flag?
Well, my red flag is that I'm sick. I've been sick for the longest time.
I was telling her weeks before she got like sick to start taking her vitamins and her medicine because she had a stuffy nose, but she didn't want to listen, so that's on her.
Right.
Yeah. It is what it is. I like to let my body just fight it out itself. It don't work that way. My green flag is, I don't know, that I get paid tomorrow.
Period.
Money. All right, Jimmy.
All right. So a green flag for me would be
Okay,
that
Kermit the Frog.
She said Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog here. Joking. So green flag for me would be that I accepted a new job part-time as a music teacher. Music is my life. You'll learn a little bit about that a little bit later. And a red flag for me would be that I'm slacking a little bit for a particular music theater thingy that we're going to be doing at our church.
Melissa, get on his case, because what?
It's just that timing has been not of the essence in my end. There's been a lot of going here and there and everywhere. So, yeah, I haven't had really a lot of time, but I should be focusing this week on that.
Well, your red flag.
I'm like, my life is so perfect. No, I'm just kidding. That's a literal joke.
Pastor Stephen and Esther.
That's a joke. I guess. Oh, my red flag was our first episode that just went up. For some reason, I don't know why, halfway through the video, it just freezes for like 30 seconds or less. I don't know. I didn't count. But I was freaking out watching the premiere because I'm like, because when you set a premiere, it doesn't let you fast forward. So I was like, is the rest of this video frozen? But thankfully it wasn't. But we weren't able to fix it, so sorry about that. But that was my red flag. And there was text that I added in the video, like when I was staring at Francis at the window, and I don't know how. Like this wasn't. That first episode was trial and error, but we will be getting better, I promise.
Just so you know, he was looking at the window because I was holding boxes of pizza, and I just didn't know when to go in.
That she was just like literally standing like this holding pizza, and I was like, "You can come in. It's okay. I can edit everything out." So yeah,
But you didn't.
because the part was funny. Okay, so
Another Kevitz.
Eso no está muy so.
Kevitz. You want Kevitz?
okay, so we already mentioned that we're called the Fab Four. So I want Jimmy and Francis to talk a little bit more about themselves since we spoke about ourselves the first episode. I mean, you already said you already got a new job, Jimmy. But just tell us a little bit, like, what do you do? What do you like to do?
Honestly, I was gonna say older
What's your
sibling
social
goes first, but I'll go. It's okay.
What's your social security number? What's your address?
Okay, maybe not the address because I also live
Oh,
here.
but my social security, I can.
Well, I mean,
It's like it's not my identity.
All right, so I guess a little bit about me. As I mentioned, I accepted a position as a music teacher. I'm gonna start tomorrow. As of this recording, today's Sunday. Tomorrow will be Monday. And as I said, music has been something that I've had all my life. I used to struggle with accepting the fact that that's my God-given gift, to be a musician. I had a little testimony about that. I was getting classes for drums, and the teacher that I had by that time, he was basically harassing me, that if I didn't do it correctly, he would kick me out of the class. And that just messed me up, and I put music to the side, and you know, I basically rejected music. That I didn't want to do anything with music, and music has come here and then. I say music a lot, am I? It has come here and there, but once I gone back to the walks with the Lord, God put me back into those tracks of music, and since 2018, I've been doing it since. And now I play drums and piano at mainly piano at this time in our local church, but I also play drums as well. Thankfully, I had the opportunity to play in big congresses and conventions and whatnot, and I'm thankful to the Lord for those opportunities. And I don't know where God will take me now. Now that I'm going to be a music teacher, I'm going to be sharing that passion and gift that I have for music with others. So, probably at a later episode, you might know a little bit more. And a little bit more about me. I am the husband that Valerie has been mentioning. We got married not so long ago.
You're married?
Wow, like you were my best man.
I don't have my ring on today, but the tan is there. Is there?
Oh, yeah, that's true. So yeah, I'm the husband for my lovely wife over here, Valerie. And yes, Efrain was my best man. And next to me will be the one next to speak is my older sibling, the one that I've met all of my life, and I wish I can get rid of, Francis.
That's crazy.
I'm completely joking. I love Francis with all my heart.
You're a liar. That was very rude. Just kidding.
This is actual siblings fighting. This is wannabe siblings fighting.
Wannabe sibling. Well, they're gonna be like my sister-in-law officially, like in the future. So
I can never get rid of him.
Is there a date?
not yet. the side eye. All right, so Francis, just talk about yourself.
I'm not really a person to be speaking about myself at all, but I'm Efrain's girlfriend.
You are? I'm just kidding.
Since when?
Efrain has a girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. What do you like to do? What do you do for your work?
Oh, So I'm a teacher. I've never thought I was gonna be a teacher, especially a kindergarten teacher. Welcome to the club. Yeah, I was not expecting it at all. I used to work as a substitute teacher, so I was in the realm of public school, but I was like, I'm never gonna do that. I respect the teachers, and this is insane. And now I am part of it at a Christian school.
Yeah, part of school.
Yeah, which I'm blessed for it because honestly, I get to have the hours and the holidays, and it's a Christian school, so I get to put worship music for the kids and everything. So it's a lot. It's very different.
Amen.
Especially from my previous job, which it was absolutely terrible.
I share the same sentiment.
Yeah.
We used to work at the same job.
Yeah.
Remote.
At home, I hated it.
We hated it.
You said sentiment, and you sound so professional.
I'm eloquent in my speech.
I am the oldest out of
That's so many.
5.
Including me, yeah.
Okay, I don't know math, so
H.E. Titches.
It's six. It's 6 of them total.
Yeah, we're total of 6, but with just excluding Francis, yes, that would be 5.
yeah. I like music. I sing at my church. My whole life I have sang. Since I was little, I always sang at schools, at
Very
church.
annoying.
Once
But you would
again,
sing
it's
in the
very
house.
rude. Well, it's just how it is. It's a sibling life. You have to,
Yeah.
hold on to what.
At the same time.
They bully me a
That's
lot.
funny.
That's what I'm gonna say. They bully me a lot. But
It's because we love you, Francis.
no,
But
I don't believe it. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love them. I wouldn't change them in the world.
Are you crossing your fingers or?
No.
toes.
Your toes.
I literally been hitting myself for the past 2 minutes. Yeah, that's mostly about it. About me.
So, now we're gonna talk about the Fab Four as a total.
Yeah.
We're gonna uncover the truth about the Fab Four because we have a lot of history together since 2019. Since 2019, so we're 6 years strong. We've been through a lot. So we're gonna get into that. It's gonna be interesting.
This is gonna be a little history about trauma bonding, so just bear with us. Okay.
All right. So to get into the main topic of today, how did we all meet? 3, 2, 1.
I added the church. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. So we met in our old church. In 2018, we met, but we weren't really close. It wasn't until 2019 that we all got really close because we started doing basically everything together, church wise, worship, the kids, specials. So we ended up getting to know each other in that way, and we've been a group ever since.
We've been a group ever since. We've been in every ministry that a church can have, and then some.
No, literally, and you're like, can Efrain and Jimmy be part of the women's ministry? No, but we were at every single event.
Correct.
Working at the men's ministry as well. Well, barely because they would always have it early in the morning. We worked.
Yeah, they were out on a weekday always.
Yeah, it was also on a weekday, but the women's was always on the weekends at night. But basically every ministry, even if we weren't a part of the ministry, we helped in some form or fashion. Yeah. Every single ministry.
We really wish we were exaggerating, but we're really being 100% honest. We literally were part of every ministry besides the men's.
And treasury.
Yeah.
So we don't work with money here.
I can't count for my dear life.
Okay, so that takes us to our next question. What did we all think of each other?
Oh boy, that's a fun one.
I want to be last.
You want to be the last one?
Okay, Francis, go first.
Oh, man.
I'm easy.
Jimita and I were new to the church. We came in 2017. So we got to know them. Obviously, we saw them every time. But when I first saw them, I always thought that I was never going to be their friend. Because since they were always at church and doing stuff, I was like, oh my God, they're like the cool kids of the church. They're I was just I'm never going to meet their expectations whatsoever. I don't know why. It was just my,
Meet my expectations. Wild.
I don't know. I guess I just saw them every time working at a church. at the church that I was just like, dang, like they do a lot. Like I just like I'm never gonna be like, you know, they're just youth staff. I'm never gonna be like their friend or anything. I can like probably like talk to them and be like, hey, but then they'll probably leave.
Yeah, I share the same sentiment with Francis.
Sentiment again.
Bruh.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Yeah, so honestly, like we saw them and we're like, oh, like they're like, you know, they work in the church and whatnot. They're here and there and everywhere. And we're just like pretty new to the church. We did some stuff in our old church back in Puerto Rico, but
We used to live there.
thank you.
Oh, I was like, I thought you meant at it. I thought you meant at MDR. I was like, what?
That's pretty much it. When I saw Valerie, she was pretty, but she also scared me a little bit.
I didn't say individually. I just said collectively.
It don't matter. I know Efrain has something to say about me.
All right. I do though.
That's kind of rude. I scared you.
I don't know.
Well,
It was okay. I'm gonna add to it. It's because she has a very serious face when you see her, because she's very concentrated on her things. So she just has a very serious face. So I was like, if you mess with her,
Yeah,
you're done
Valerie
for.
locks in when she's doing something.
like sometimes people have come up to me and like, is Valley okay? I'm like, yeah, why? And I'm like, because she just looked like that's just how
That's
she
just
is.
her face, especially when she's locking and doing something.
Well, this became from uncovering the fat port to uncovering Valerie. Okay, so obviously we're already friends, and we shared in the first video that we hated each other. But we dated first, then we hated each other, then became besties for the resties, and then we fight like siblings. So, when I met Jimmy and Francis, so a little background, I did praise dance since I was 12 years old. So when they did their first like special, it was like half praise dance, half pantomime, and that absolutely triggers me.
I remember that. Oh my gosh, I remember you saying.
Yeah,
Valerie
it was. I was not. No, I was very unhappy with it. Because I always think like pantomime and praise dance are very two different things. And I was like, who are these two dressing in praise dance clothes doing a pantomime? What the heck?
I dress all black.
But your sister was not.
No, Jimmy was in all black with the white gloves, and Francis had the white under and the purple FO.
Yeah.
The fact that you remember that is crazy.
So like off the bat, I was like, okay. And then with Jimmy, it was like, oh, who's this kid with the big head?
Accurate.
I'm so sorry. This is really off topic, but when I do this, I look like I have no neck.
You look a lion. Roar.
So yeah, it was. I mean, it was very negative towards them at the beginning. At the beginning, because we didn't know them.
Right.
Okay,
Yikes.
we didn't know them like that. But then, once we got to know them, it kind of changed.
Kind
And
of.
then,
Them fully being married, it totally changed a little bit. Them fully being married now.
well, clearly, if
But
we
I know I have a
got
big head.
married- If we got married, obviously things changed.
Was it my turn?
Fine.
Oh, that was fast. Okay, so obviously, like Valley said, we've known each other for forever. I don't remember what my first impression of Valerie was. To be completely honest, we were like 12 when we met.
I mean, I don't think there ever was like a first like impression.
I do
Because
remember
we
me.
always-
I remember meeting you and Tanya in Bible class with acting like they didn't know what we were doing. We were writing the notebooks to like laugh.
Yeah.
That was so bad because there wasn't that many people for us to be able to sneak that around.
To be sitting there laughing at like the top of our lungs is crazy.
That is crazy. I'm so sorry to Alex because he was the one that would teach us classes.
Dang.
We were like minors
Yeah, I was 12.
laughing at like the most dumbest things.
No, literally. So we had. Anyways, that's a whole other story. It's not really a story, but it's anyways. So my first impression of Francis is I don't remember what my first impression of Francis was. I
He's trying to save his relationship right now.
No, I'm being so serious. Like I remember seeing them and like their family at we had a Christmas event in 2017, and they were there, and they all had red sweaters on. I remember seeing that. I'm like, oh, who are those people? Because it was like I don't know if it was like the first time there, but it was like when
Was it
they.
red sweaters or was it green?
No, it was red.
It was red.
They were Dirk Grinch sweaters.
Yes.
Yeah, it was our first Christmas time there.
Yeah, so I remember seeing them, but not knowing who they were, obviously. So then I was like, oh, okay. And then I would see them every so often, and then they did their special. And then I remember, I do remember I was, I had just gotten back to the church, to the, from what I said in the past video, like I was gone for like 2 years, whatever. I had just like officially been back like for real. So I still wasn't like the leader of media yet, because I ended up becoming the leader of media like a year after that. But it was someone else was the leader, or was literally my brother. Anyways, but I remember they asked for the names. We had a talent show, and I remember they asked for the names of people and the specials that they were doing, and they had asked me. They're like, "Hey, can you make like a slide with their name and what they're doing?" So I was like, Valerie danza, me danza, and then Francis was gonna sing. And this is I didn't know who she was, but they were like, "Okay," and they sent me her name and what to write. The screen ended up saying Frances.
Literally like Frances.
Yeah, Frances. And then after I found out what her name was, I'm like, dang, we butchered her name on that screen. So I guess my first impression of actually like seeing her was when she sang Oceans.
I was gonna ask what song she sang because I don't remember at all.
She sang Oceans. I remember I did a dance to Glorious from BJ Putnam. You did a dance. I forgot what song you did though.
I just sat there.
Ask me what I did in praise dance. I couldn't tell you.
Period. So yeah. So I guess my first impression was her singing and me just being like, oh, okay, she can sing. But I didn't like think anything. Yeah, I was bilingual. And then my first impression of Jimmy, this man that you see to my left. I didn't like Jimmy. If you know Jimmy's a very smart, intelligent young man.
Appreciate it.
But he would get on my gosh darn nerve. Because he was very new. I still didn't know who this guy was. We would be upstairs. I would be doing media, and he would be upstairs because he like was interested or like knew about sound or whatever the case was. But he would like just start saying things like, "Oh, this is because of this." I'm like, okay, like nobody asked you. Nobody asked you, so why are you speaking? I would never vocalize it, but I would think it in my mind, and when he would leave, and I would vocalize it to Valerie.
I'm a very actually kind of guy.
And it would irritate me because I'm like, first of all, you just got here, so why are you speaking? That's how I thought. I was just like,
Okay, tenure.
yes. I was kidding.
You did that and you're with the dog. The meme of the dog, and he's like.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I didn't like Jimmy at first, and then we started seeing each other all the time for practices, for specials, for like I said earlier, and we just grew a bond.
Yeah.
And that turned into a trauma bond.
And it turned into a trauma bond, and now we're all bonded at the hip for life.
No, literally.
Literally, we're family.
Like even if like none of us were like even if we were just all platonic friends, it's like the type of friendship where it's like you know way too much about me.
So I'm gonna have to kill you.
Like So basically like you have no other option but to be my friend for the rest of your life. That's basically what our friendship is at this point.
It's like David Jonathan situation.
Literally.
Who?
So that was,
You said David.
Read your Bible.
I heard you said David John.
I said David and Jonathan.
all right. So what's the next question?
The origin of the Fab Four. Where did the Fab Four name come from?
Okay, so there's a lot of trauma with this. Okay, so in our old church, things were not going the best. We were always together because we did everything together in the sense of like if they needed someone to do worship, we would be called. If they needed someone to do a special, we would be called. Media, we'd be called. If they needed music, Jimmy would be there, and we'd have to be there for me. Like we were always there, we were always together. So we naturally, you become one, but
That's not biblical, brother.
but like like you become like close to each other and more attached. And obviously we're in the me being old. I was gonna say we're in the same age range, but
We kind of are. So.
we're in our 20s. Like compared to the other youth that were there, like we were the older ones. So we were obviously naturally gravitated towards each other. So that ended up being a bad thing in other people's eyes. And then they would say that we were a clique. You guys are a clique, and we hate cliques, and click that. So we just called ourselves the clique. Yeah. We said it. We kind of like tried to take the name to change the narrative and be like, we're together, and what about it? Like Valerie and Jimmy are dating. At the time, me and Francis weren't dating, but like me and Valerie are best friends. They're siblings. They're dating, and we're always at church together doing whatever project, whatever thing. So like, yes, we're always together. Yes, we are the clique. I mean, what about it? Basically, that's how we could like try to take the narrative back to change it. But when we got to Connect Church, we told our pastors now the story of what happened. And then Pastor Esther, shout out to Pastor Esther, she was like, no, you guys are the Fab Four. And she was like, and that's a good thing. And that's how the Fab Four became the Fab Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, so literally I guess in a way that was part of our healing process, because we got trauma bonded to, we're the clique, we're the dividers in the church.
Yeah, like we caused chaos.
Yeah, we were like not good seeds. So when we were given the Fab Four name, it kind of just like helped us see like, hey, like we weren't the problem, and that, you know, we can feel like we're actually good seeds, and that we're able to be like role models for the youth. So that definitely was part of that healing process.
For sure.
That we needed at the time, because we came to Connect Church completely like at zero. Yes. Because we had given 100% for 4 years, like nonstop 100%. And we never got anything in return. Yeah. So when we came to Connect Church and we expressed to our pastors now, like, hey, this is everything that has happened. This is, you know, why you're going to see that we operate this way, that we may not take compliments, good, like all this stuff. And they were able to be like, listen, like, we get it, but let's change that narrative. That definitely was something that just was the spark to us healing 100%. Because if not, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here.
Trust and believe we would not be here. We might still be a group, but we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, not at no church. We'd probably be out partying or something. I don't know.
I don't see myself partying. I've never been, like, even
maybe not partying, but definitely not attending church regularly.
For sure.
The way that we are.
Yeah, right, we now probably would be doing not necessarily bad things, but like just not like in church. Because like even I went to my proms junior and senior year. When I tell you that me and my friend group at the time, we just stood on the side, and I just stood there. Music, everyone was like on each other, and I was just like, yes, I am at prom. That's never been like it's never attracted me.
Indeed.
So, what is our favorite memory together?
We just have so many memories together. I don't.
I love you guys. I was kidding.
We have so many memories together. I don't know. It's just a lot. I don't remember. I have really bad memory. I sound so serious when I say that. We.
Jimmy, what's your favorite memory then?
I don't know. I don't really have a particular one, but like for me, like every time that it has gone like downhill for us, we've always stayed close together.
It made us closer.
Yeah, it made us closer, and we try to uplift each other up, even though it was pretty hard when we were basically going to McDonald's and just complaining.
Our Thursday McDonald's sessions were crazy.
Our McDonald's sessions were amazing. I missed our McDonald's in Point Siena. If you know, you know. A couple of those people that we used to go to the other church has seen us over there. But that was our go-to McDonald's after rehearsals and other things. We would go over there. That was a core memory.
Oh my
we left
gosh,
a lot of
yes.
things over there. But honestly, that's what kind of like got us closer, and just trusting God in the process. Be like, hey, It might not go well for us right now, but God's in control.
It was eating food.
McChickens by that time.
That is funny.
We're not sponsored by McDonald's, by the way.
Unfortunately.
I love McDonald's.
But we are sponsored by, and we want to thank this video sponsor, Connect Church. Even though we're not getting paid for this, if you live in Central Florida and you don't have a church to go to, we invite you. No, I'm just kidding. But we do invite you.
It's on 1215 Old Hickory Tree Road in St. Cloud.
Cloud, Florida.
Every Sunday.
34771.
Every Sunday at 1 p.m. See you there.
And if you're a young person, you can come to our time nights starting at 6:45 because we tend to have games.
Yes. So if you're a young person, 13 to yes.
Isn't it like 35?
Oh, I don't think 35.
No, to like
No, I think it's
28.
Anyways, but if you whoa, I'm not 28. Anyways, but yeah, if you're a young person, Tuesday nights at 6:45 until roughly around 9, maybe sometimes before then.
And then the first Tuesday of every month, we have our first Tuesdays. There's
Yes.
like a Sunday services at 7:30. So be there, be square.
So thank you again to Connect Church of St. Cloud for sponsoring this video.
And viewers like you. Thank you.
We're not PBS. Rest in peace.
We're not getting paid for this, by the way. Just want to make that clear. We just love our church a lot.
Period. Okay, so I guess for my favorite memory, I guess this is like very old, but they used to have this like caravan car, and I remember that we
my
went
gosh.
to it was like a kids service or something, and it just wasn't hitting the way it was supposed to be hitting, and we all were like, "Can we go?" So we ended up going back into the caravan, and we sat there until it finished. But
That's so true. I forgot about that.
yeah.
I don't remember this.
Because you stayed inside.
Because you stayed
You
inside,
stayed inside.
unfortunately.
Oh, I did?
Yeah,
That's when
they
Think
stayed
About It. That's
inside.
when Think About It was born.
Really?
Yep.
I don't remember.
Let's play
at
that
all.
further.
Yeah, we'll explain that further. We have a
Or at a different video.
But once Francis got into the car, we kind of just like sat there and like took like a breath, just to like, because by that time things weren't getting like bad, but we were getting to the point where we were starting to feel like burnt out because we were literally doing everything.
Yep.
And we were feeling like burnt out, so kind of to just like take that time to just like breathe, and we would like, unfortunately, would sit there and complain. We sat there and complained, but it was still like, I still remember that.
That's crazy.
I don't remember that.
It was in Catedral de la Esperanza. I have to say that slowly because if I don't, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
butcher
that was
saying it.
like before
It was for a kids
COVID.
like workshop.
Oh.
That was before COVID.
I think I remember now.
So my favorite memory,
Is it what I'm thinking?
maybe I don't know.
Does it involve a certain photo shoot?
No,
No, okay.
that's not a good memory. That's not a good memory. That that's not a good memory. One of the reasons why I stopped the business. Anyways,
That's another video.
Rest in peace, Henry Photography.
sorry about it. But it will involve a certain December 24th of 2023.
Oh!
That's your favorite memory? That's core. That's core memory right there.
Not necessarily that night but I feel like that, like those few like days after, I feel like that really trauma bonded us to like we can never separate as a group again. Like there's no way, no how. So basically what happened was we stopped attending the church that we were previously going to. Reasons is for between us and God. We might talk about it more in like the church video that's coming up soon. But we're not gonna go into that now because that's not the point. But basically like that was a very like kind of dark time for us, but it brought us together. And the reason why I say it's a favorite memory is because I can see where we were then and where we are now. And it's like the trajectory and like where God has taken us is just amazing. So that's why I say that. Francis, what's your favorite memory?
Back to me.
Yours and one.
Oh wait, I think I have a. Only because it's funny because I have a video of it. It was just basically Efrain had a wig on and then Valerie just yanked it out of him. It was the funniest thing ever.
Okay, I had a wig on. It was a big curly wig. And Valerie yanked it off. But the thing is, I had like a clip that actually attached to my hair. So she pulled my hair too.
You think you can find that video?
It has to be somewhere.
I recorded it because it was.
Oh my God.
I have it saved.
It will be displayed now.
But there's a lot of memories, so it's like I don't know. I can't really pick, especially and plus my memory is not great, so I don't remember most of the things. So
Okay, so our next question is, what is something that we have learned from each other?
Honestly, I learned to be more reliant on people. I like to do things myself. I'm stubborn, but I've become more reliant on the Fab 3, not including myself. Especially now with my wife, and
Still getting used to
soon to
that.
be brother-in-law.
At some point.
At some point, yeah, we don't know.
All right. Whoa, big attack.
But now, before we were friends, but now that we're gonna be, we're basically family at this point.
Family.
family.
Family. Quote
I
that.
heard it, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
Family. Quote it. But now that we're family, I learned to rely more on these peeps.
I'm kind of the same way as Dimito. I'm very stubborn. I'm not a person to really ask for help, and like, even if I need help, I just like, you know what, I'll figure it out one way or another. Especially, oof, that was tough. Expressing how I feel. But I'm really a person to like really express how I feel, how I truly feel. So
I thought you were about to start crying for a second.
I thought so too.
I just have.
Uncovering the Fab 4, emotional.
No, it was just I have a really nasty cough that was like hiding. So I'm like, but yeah, it's something that I'm still learning how to open up. It's still pretty hard to do. But yeah, it's still always, like Jimito said, rely on people, and like, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to like, express yourself, and like, people are gonna actually listen and not reject anything that you say. So
I guess for me is learning how I've learned to learn. I was kidding.
hello.
I've learned throughout these years to not limit myself, I guess, and like mainly the things that God has given me, because I would be the type to be like, oh, like someone can do it, like they can do it better, and it's like no, like in the sense like yeah, someone else can do it because God can use whatever He wants, but like stop trying to limit yourself.
I guess what I've learned is that I've kind of always like kept to myself because I was worried about what people would think. And so I would like pretend to be like this like version of myself that wasn't true, like wasn't authentic, because I was scared that like people would judge me. But I've learned that, especially with them, they're the same bit of weird as I am. So it doesn't really like, they don't really care. Like if I'm in a mood or something, like they know like, okay, she's in a mood. We'll let her be for a little bit, and then we'll be like, hey, like what's going on? Or like if something's going on and I like feel like I can't express it, they'll be like, hey, like I noticed that you're kind of off, there's something going on. Like they'll be like those friends that aren't going to like be like, oh, she's in a mood, let's leave her alone. This is typical. Like, it was never like that. So I kind of learned how to allow myself to be authentic, because it's better to be authentic than to be fake, and then the repercussions that come from that are not good. Because if you feel alone and you act fake, then eventually you're gonna end up alone. Like, there's no like combating that. There's no way to like change that. So they've kind of allowed me to be myself and kind of not. They don't judge me for if like I'm in like a mood or anything. They don't judge me, but rather they like reassure me like, hey, like if something's going on, like you're okay. You can talk to us, and we'll help you. So yeah.
Period. Que lindo. I'm still learning how to be like that, because sometimes I'm the type of person that I could be going through something, and they usually know like if something happens. But I'm the type of person that like if something's happening, nobody's gonna know. And then not because I want to seem like I'm okay, I'm better than everyone, because that's not like, I don't care if you know what's happening. I'm just not the type to show it, and I've just been like that for as long as I can remember. And it's something that I've been trying to break out of, because I know it's all like not the best, because obviously like God allows community for them to be there for you, to help you, and family for them to be there to help you. But yeah.
So next question. Oh, this is a spicy one. Okay, so this is gonna be how Jimmy and I got together, and how Efrain and Francis got together. So the funny thing is that we all got together at church.
That
We all
is
started
very
dating
true.
at church.
It's true.
But the way that Jimmy and I got together is that we were seeking two very different people. Like, and
Very.
what's funny is that they were like, the person that I was like seeking was a sibling to the person he was seeking.
Correct.
Very funny.
So we were seeking two very different people. But Jimmy had like, in a way, he was a player. I'm just kidding.
I was not. That's so incorrect.
I'm just kidding. No, but he liked the girl that he was talking to, but he also, in a way, like thought I was pretty.
Right.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna deny that.
It's always the drummers.
It's always the drummers. I'm just kidding.
I'm not gonna combat that.
So we weren't like, we didn't think anything was gonna happen.
Very unlikely.
So we ended up being led on by the people we were like seeking. So I guess we found a bond in each other.
Bro, that was a crazy time.
And then we started talking.
And it's funny because they suspected something was going on, but we were like, no, because we were trying to hide it.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm gonna tell you how I found out something was going on, because it was weird.
Honestly, weird.
So I say how we found out?
wait, huh?
Okay, so we were at Francis's house. Their former stepsister had an app to make like character like dolls.
Yeah.
And so she was like, "Oh, Jimmy, let's make like your dream girl in a doll." He did it. Valerie had like short, like not orange, but ginger hair at the time.
Picture.
So she had short ginger hair at the time, and obviously Valerie's eyes are like green, not like they are green. And so Jimmy describes the person. He's like this. And we looked. I was like, and me and Francis and Genesis, we looked at each other, and we were like, "Why did it look like Valerie?" And then we're like, "Valerie, describe your dream guy or whatever." She's like, it was a hoodie. I remember it was a black hoodie. Yeah. It was black hair, that glasses, and what the whole. And we're like, why did Jimmy make Valerie? Why did Valerie make Jimmy? And we were like, huh? And then like a week or two later, they were like, yeah, we're talking. We were like,
no, yeah, but it was like, okay, so at the time when we like started talking, Jimmy was part of a play. So again, caravan. We were all in the caravan. And we had picked him up after the practice, and he was like all distraught because like he wasn't doing the part correctly. So I kind of was like, oh no.
It's just that
okay.
the person in charge, she was looking a little bit more for me. So I had to like literally dig from the inside, and I started crying.
Yikes.
Yeah. So from there, we kind of just he slid in the DMs, and it went on from there. I mean,
She was checking on me because that night I had to go back to the church to fulfill my duties to a to a congregation that met at night that rented the church.
You probably still do.
Yeah, they probably do. I don't know though.
anyways, continue.
And well, we started talking, and we started flirting.
And now they're married.
So then in March of 2020, we started dating.
We were a COVID couple, guys.
We were a COVID couple. Yep.
We talked through
Right after it.
Dang, Skype. No face. No FaceTime.
No,
Skype.
it's because Jimmy didn't have an iPhone.
We didn't have an iPhone by then.
But it was funny, though. It was funny though, because
So it was all day on Skype, waking up the next morning still on Skype, and
Yep.
it was like that for all through COVID.
Yep. And then once we started going back to physically to church and whatnot, then we grew in our relationship and our bond. So then in 2023, I proposed to her in September. So it's about to be 2 years on the 23rd.
I don't have my ring. But the tan line is there.
Yeah. And then in May of this year, 2025, we got married
We
officially.
got hitched, man.
So yeah, and now we're married, and our love story continues.
And next comes the baby's pregnancy announcement.
I was
That is so clickbait.
Just kidding.
What come to have for pregnancy?
Ephraim. But if you've heard, you've heard us mention Think About It, this is Think About It.
Oh yeah.
This is Think About It. Because the thing is, side note, I was Ephraim's first and last girlfriend. But we turned it into a joke though, because, I mean, he thought about it.
It's funny because they were trying to hide it, but I already
She already
figured
knew.
it out.
She had told me, she was like, I already know what Think About It means. And I was like, well, I didn't make up the joke, so.
I never thought that he would have feelings whatsoever, because he's just a person that's just like there.
Oh!
Period. He's just there, guys.
He's there.
He's not a person to really express his feelings either. So I don't know, and he wasn't really giving clues in it. I already was thinking about Ephraim. Like for a bit, I don't know. I just saw Ephraim in a different eye, I guess, in a different view. Everybody knows him, obviously. He's a very sweet person. He's very kind and very helpful.
Not to Valerie.
Not to me.
Whoa.
He be a bully to me. He rude.
That's crazy.
And he's very funny as well. He has his jokes. I just no. I started to see him very differently than just a friend. I started to like him, and I was like, It took me a while to be able to express how I feel, because I was like, I don't want it to be just because I went from really bad relationship to I didn't want to validate it that it was because I was hurt. That's not what I wanted, and I didn't want to hurt his feelings either. So I was like, I'm not gonna say anything until we were at church, and I went about it was in the kitchen.
Okay, so before you start that, I was the mediator. I give myself credit for this union.
Yes.
Whether they want to give me the credit or not, I give myself credit. Okay? Because Jimmy was talking to Francis, I was talking to Efrain. Now, if you don't know Efrain is really very hard to crack. So
Get a tough cookie.
I literally had to go because he would drop me off. So I think it was like a Friday, that I literally locked myself in the car. And I was like, I'm not leaving until you tell me if you would like Francis or not. And he started laughing, his little kind of laugh. And I was like, you think I'm joking? You're going to tell me right now if you like Francis or not. And I'm not leaving. My mom already knows I'm here. So you're going to tell me. And then he finally told me, and I was like, period. So then I went and I texted Jimmy, and I was like, hey, so yes, Efrain likes Francis. Now you need to go and see if Francis likes Efrain.
It's funny because
No, it wasn't like that.
It's funny because it was like I didn't even ask. She told me.
Yeah.
Francis told you in the kitchen.
No, but we were talking. We were messaging each other like we're gonna figure it out.
Well, it's funny because Francis already told me before you started.
No, because the night that I told you,
I already told you first.
yeah, that's what he told her, because you were like, and then after I told you, yeah, because Francis told me in the kitchen.
And then you texted me.
And then and then that same night is when like we told each other. The backstory: I was living with Jimmy and Francis at the time because my mom had moved to Texas, and my brother lived somewhere else. My brother was he lived in another house, and so like I didn't have anywhere else to go, and I wasn't moving to Texas, so. Their mom offered for me to live with them. But this was pre us dating, so don't think anything. So that night when I got back to their house, we like told each other that we liked each other.
Yeah.
Was it then? Because I don't.
It was December 17th. Yeah?
It was December 17th, but I
don't think it was you were living in their house yet.
I was already living in their house.
he was living in their house,
Yeah.
in our house.
Because I moved into the house that year for camp, 2022.
Yeah. And it was December
It was December
of that year, the 17th. And he left from March of the other year.
Yeah, I moved in July of 2022, and I moved out March 2023. But we started talking December 17th of 2022.
I remember that so differently, but okay.
Really?
We were already discussing it.
I remember that because
Like we were already texting each other, but if he
grandma-
doesn't remember that, that's...
it was like 1 a.m. Her grandma. It was the night before you went to SeaWorld. That we took Chris and Andrea. It was the night before we went to SeaWorld, and her grandma was in the living room, and I was like, "Girl, why is your grandma in the living room?" We were talking
Because
about,
I remember I was already we were already talking about it. I was telling him like, well, I think Francis and Efrain like each other, and I'm gonna find out. But he says that I never did that, so...
No, I did not say that. I said that I already knew prior that Francis liked Efrain because she already told me. I just didn't say anything.
because Francis told me that she told Jimmy first, and then that Friday at church she told you
In the kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Yeah,
and then you
but
got excited.
I was already...
But she told me
Yeah.
about that she wanted to figure it out
yeah, so
because
that night-
she smelled it because she smelled it a mile away.
Smelled it.
So then that night, when I was dropping you off, that's what you did. We did. And then that
Oh,
night,
you guys think it was a bad thing, but I did.
and then you texted Francis, and then when I got to the house, Francis was kind of waiting for me, like, and I was like, so we had to tell each other. She was the first one to actually say it, though.
Yeah.
And then
'cause
y'all picking up stairs.
It wasn't that night.
No, it was like after like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but then that night, her grandma was in the first living room. I was like, "Girl, why's your grandma down here?" It was so
awkward.
I mean, her grandma doesn't understand English, but yeah, it was.
We were just in the kitchen, and then she was just in the little room, and it was in the dark. So you just imagined your grandma sitting down in the living room in the dark.
Just there, and I was like, it didn't ruin the moment, but it was kind of like, weird.
It was late too.
So yeah, that's how we started talking, and then 8 months later, the reason why I took 8 months to actually ask her to be my girlfriend was because since it had been what the heck since it had been a year since her and her ex broke up. I didn't want anybody at the church to start like rumors about anything, so we wanted to like wait it out. And then even though she started getting impatient about it because she told me she started like asking Jimmy, does he really like me? and stuff. But I was just waiting because I didn't want any more drama than we were already in.
For the first 3 months, you were also at our house.
Yeah, for the first 3 months I was living
Just
there.
to avoid,
Yeah, so I didn't want, we kept it so low key, nobody knew. And then after I moved out, people started finding out that we were talking. But I didn't want anyone to know because when I was living there too, we didn't want any more drama that we were already in. So then August 5th of 2023, we were at the beach for the sunrise. And that's when I asked her.
Hey!
It was Valerie's idea. I'm giving credit before she comes for me.
I already said I give myself credit.
2 years together.
Okay, so what is the dumbest inside joke we have?
Oh man.
Which honestly, I don't even know because we have so many
I'm
that I don't even think I remember them. But then also our chat names were very... Our chat names were something... They were something.
Oh my god.
So now our chat name is the Fab Four, but before it used to be the Click. It went from oh my gosh, kind-headed Ninny Muggins.
Oh my gosh, that was the OG.
Then it was like Bikini Bottom.
I remember that.
Yeah.
All right, so our last question is kind of a stupid one, just so I can end on a light. I mean, not that it was like a heavy episode, but a funny note. If we were to be in a horror movie, what is the order in which we would all die?
Bruh.
I'm dying first.
Oh.
I can't run so far.
That's crazy. I mean, that's the thing about running. It's also about strategic hiding and stuff.
You think I'm that smart to be able to I don't think. No. I'll be the first one running and I'll be the first one dying.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I feel like I'd be one of the first or second ones to die. Okay, I'll just say second because Francis went first. I'll be the second one to die because I feel like something will happen and I would react loudly, not on purpose. Because sometimes things happen and I'm like, ah! So I feel like I would just be like that and then they'd be like, chunk, and I'm like, oh.
I think I'll be third.
Because he would put himself in front of me so I wouldn't die.
See, Francis wouldn't let me put myself in front of her, so...
What?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't let me put myself in front of you.
No, I can't. I like protecting people.
Yeah. And so then I guess Valerie would die last. Or maybe not die. Maybe she'd be what they call the final girl, the one that survives it all.
Maybe. But I feel like she will fight it off too.
You know what's funny that this just now came to mind is, so in our old church they would literally call me the leader or the boss, and they would make those comments to them. And so the reason why I said that I wore this shirt, and it literally says me, sarcastic, never, because like I had said that in where we used to go congregate, they would call me the leader and stuff. And one of the things that they would say is that I was very sarcastic and I was rude and disrespectful to authority. So I went and I purchased a shirt and I was going to wear it, but then we ended up never coming back. So I decided to wear it in honor of them.
Anyway, so Valerie would die last, or she'd be the one to survive. So that's crazy. So we're nearing the end of our episode. This is kind of crazy. So we're gonna have our a new segment. We might have different segments for the end, but this is one of them. Is called This or That, and this is the food edition. So it's gonna be kind of rapid fire. So this or that, pasta or pizza?
Pizza.
Pasta.
I say pasta.
I'd say pasta.
100% pasta.
Okay, so 3 pastas, 1 pizza. Burritos or tacos?
Burritos.
Tacos.
Tacos.
Burritos.
I think I'm gonna say tacos. I know I usually order burrito at Don Pepe, but
Oh my gosh, we haven't eaten there so long.
Delicious.
yeah, I'm gonna say tacos. Cake or brownies?
Cake.
Brownies.
Brownies.
I love cake.
Brownies.
I'm gonna. Oh, I'm not that much into sweets, so I guess cake because it's lighter.
It's lighter?
like
Cake is lighter?
Brownies are more dense.
I like chocolate.
Okay, soda or juice?
Soda.
Juice.
I'm gonna say soda, even though I'm like not drinking it as often right now. But I'm still gonna say soda.
Sody pop.
Waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
I'm gonna say pancakes, but give me an Eggo waffle. I don't care if those are frozen, pre-made. Those are like they're so nostalgic, so they're so good.
I got some in the fridge.
Last one: donuts or croissants?
Donuts.
Donuts. But listen up. If you're a New Yorker, the bacon, egg, and cheese. I mean, you find them on a bagel, but if you put bacon, egg, and cheese in a croissant, yes.
I'm gonna say donuts too. So period. So that is the end of the Uncovering the Truth of the Fab Four.
Episode 2. Dun dun.
I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys had a good time being on the pod.
Yes.
No.
It was fun.
Oh.
You want to apologize for the audio. We found out
So
ways into the podcast.
my voice memo stopped recording, so
So that wraps up our second episode of Uncovering the Truth. We hope you guys
Like.
like. Ooh.
comment, share, and subscribe.
And please comment because y'all be messaging us. Oh, I love the podcast, and we love and appreciate your messages. But comment on it because it'll help push it out to the algorithm. Even though we only have like right now I think like 11 subscribers.
Yeah.
But that's fine. We're still growing. But your liking, your sharing, your commenting will really help us get out there.
Give ideas too.
Yes, so please comment what you want to see. Because
We're dumb.
but yeah, so please make sure you tell us what you want to see because it'll help us because we only have so
Who
many
you want to
ideas.
see?
Who you want to see if you have anyone in mind that you know that we can get access to.
No, literally.
But yeah, so that wraps up for our second episode. Thank you guys for watching.
It's been fun. Stay tuned for, like we mentioned in the first video, we do have a segment coming soon. We'll be talking about church hurt.
So if you have any questions about Church Hurt, DM us, comment your questions, send them over, give our numbers, text us.
If you want to know anything else, any topics that you think we could talk about, feel free to put it in the comments below. And if you don't already, follow us at _period uncovering the truth on Instagram.
Hopefully this time it'll be here on the bottom of the screen.
And if you want to follow us individually, our Instagrams will be at the bottom as well.
Yeah, they'll be linked down below. So yeah, that is it for our second episode. This is Uncovering the Truth. Bye.